Hey guys, today I have a really easy tutorial. We're going to do some sidewalk chalk. This is a great way if you're cooped up, you're looking for activities to do with your family, or maybe you'd just like to do something that could help cheer up your community. This is a great tutorial that requires very minimal materials. I'm going to be using a box of Crayola super washable sidewalk chalk. This is the 24-piece box, and the driveway in front of my mom's house. So I'm going to talk not only about how to do this, which is very, very simple, but also some tips for drawing some basic flowers so you guys who are maybe less confident in your art can do this at home. Hey guys, so we're still in self-quarantine, same as everybody else in the neighborhood. I thought it would be kind of nice because there are still people who ride bikes and walk their dogs, things like that. I thought it would be nice to leave kind of a friendly message on the driveway. So I have some sidewalk chalk. I also have a design that I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by blocking it in. That way if I don't like it, I can take the hose, wash it off, let the sun dry it, and then come back to it. Eat some lunch once I have a design I like, and then fill it in after lunch. So I'll check back in with you guys after I have it blocked in. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to add some leaves.
Just don't misspell anything.
I don't think I misspelled anything.
No, I'm just telling you, don't misspell.
Me, right?
Don't misspell anything.
That's why I got washable sidewalk chalk.
Oh, there's some that's not washable?
I don't know. Crayola just said it's washable, so I believe them. Okay, so what I want
I
to
can't
do,
see anything.
I know. Don't worry, it'll be fine. What I want to do is I'm going to thicken up the letters. And then these are just sketches of flowers, so I'm actually going to draw on the petals. So, and then I want to add like a bunch of leaves.
You want a chair or something? Or my gardening cart to sit on?
Do you have a kneeler? Like a foam kneeler?
Used to.
Yeah, that would be great. Or an old towel that you don't care a whole lot about. That would be great too. Otherwise, I'm going to go get some water because this is going to be hot work.
Yeah.
But it's coming along. And she already commented on the Happy Spring, so somebody
You know where the old towels are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to go get some water and then I'll get back to it. Okay, so I had the idea of doing happy messages for the neighborhood my mom's house is in every other day. And I bought a 24-pack of Crayola sidewalk chalk for this. And that green for spring is just completely gone. And there's only one green in the 24-color pack. Like, what, Crayola? What, Crayola? So anyway, if you want to do this at home, and I highly recommend you do, I recommend you sketch everything out first. So a lot of this is still really sketchy, and then fill it in. And that's going to allow you to better gauge how much your how long your chalk is going to last. So like for happy and 2 violets, oh yeah, there's only 1 purple in the set too, FYI. For happy and 2 violets, that's what's left of the purple. So I'm going to have to figure something else out for my chalk situation because I'm going to burn through it entirely. But I like how it's looking so far. I'm doing it in like the hottest part of the day because I'm super smart. Actually, just because I wanted as many people as possible to see it and maybe feel a little happy. And I'd love it if like some of the kids in the neighborhood decided to do something like this too, just like little solidarity messages. So I'm just kind of checking in midway. I'm gonna take more photos as we go so you guys can kind of see how it comes along, and we'll see how long the chalk lasts. So for the bigger daisies, what I did is I went ahead and I drew in the center of the flower, and then I drew a circle around that to help me subdivide it. And those lines are going to become the petals. So you can see I used the line as the center of the petal, and then I drew the rest of the petal around it. So I'm going to do that for all of the petals around the center. Okay, we have our first daisy done. Coming along. I really would have liked more green spring leaves, but unfortunately I'm just out of that for right now. So as the day goes on, I just get more and more butamus. So if you're doing this in a hot place, so like Southeast Louisiana or Mississippi or Florida, you're gonna wanna take precautions because it's like 80 something outside, right? And you're out in the sun for like at least an hour stretch. So I've been drinking loads of water. I'm wearing this beautiful sun hat. And now I have this like Arctic cool thing around my neck. It actually feels pretty good. I am probably gonna get super duper sunburned, but because no one in this house ever goes out into the sun, they don't have any sunscreen. So that is a precaution you might want to take if you have sunscreen in your domicile. But I took a break inside and now I'm going to get back to it. So here's a good artist trick. If you want something to make it, if you want to make something look better than it actually is, more technically proficient than it actually is, just add a bunch of them and it's going to look more full and it's going to look more like a finished illustration. Also, most basic filler flowers, you can do little 4-point flowers very easy and little 5-point flowers very easy. You can also create an illusion of depth with overlap. So you guys see I have that pink azalea and then underneath it I have like a little daisy. Something else I want to point out about these Crayola chalks is that they are very dusty, so you're going to waste like half your chalk to dust. Which, I know these are designed for kids, but that would be super frustrating for me as a kid. You can also see, like way up there, and even on the azaleas down here, where the colors have shifted because the wind has taken the chalk. So I wonder if there's like, I don't want to spend the money for professional chalks because I'm not a professional sidewalk chalk artist, but I wonder if there's like a more professional version where I don't waste half of it to the wind. So let me know if you guys know down in the comments below. You can also vary your petal shapes so they can be rounded, they can be sharper at the edges, or they can be hearts, and that's going to also help add some variety and detail. Something else is try to spread your colors out throughout the piece so it doesn't feel like all your oranges are in one area or all your greens are in one area, unless you want that to be like a specific focal point. Something else is you guys need to pace yourselves with this, because I think I've been doing this. Oh, my hat, it just went off. I think I've been doing it for an hour, but all the hunching over and stuff is hurting my back, and all the coloring in is hurting my wrist. So this is something that maybe benefits from breaks, but it's coming along pretty nice. I've already gotten some compliments on it so far. The chalk goes so fast, I end up with nubbins. And I have to be careful not to walk too much.
So when Joseph comes, he's going to come by?
Don't, no, because I'm posting this on YouTube and I'm not scrubbing the video off. I don't like talking too much about my personal life.
So as you see here, this is Becca Hilburn doing really what she does most of her life.
Hunched over on the ground drawing flowers.
Exactly.
Yeah, usually it's in watercolor though, not chalk. I have a little experience because a friend and I competed in a chalk contest way back when I was in SCAD. But I don't really have like, this is not what I do for a living. This kind of stuff. But it's fun and it's not hard. Anybody could do it. Right now I'm just trying to make sure that my accent colors are kind of evenly distributed. Why don't you walk around to this side too? Thank you.
It's not that bright, it's just sometimes it gets bright.
Yeah, sometimes it gets bright. Your eye does adjust. What doesn't get easier though is the heat. I'm like right at the point where I feel like I might pass out, which means I need to go inside.
Maybe you should write, please wash your hands too. Please
I'll do that another time. So many people are just like, they're just saying please wash your hands, and I wanted to just maybe give some people something to feel hopeful about, you know, or to make them smile.
Well, at least the good thing about people having to stay home for all this time is that they get to visit their families.
That is true, and they could maybe find time to learn a new hobby that they've always wanted to learn. I do appreciate you holding the camera though.
Yeah.
You know, it's harder for me to do it because I'm like right on top of it. Ugh. I was hoping these chalks would last me like 2 or 3 of these, but I don't think so. I'm burning through colors. But this could be a fun activity to do if you have kids at home. You could come up with a message together and then write it on the sidewalk. Okay. Thank you for being my cameraman. Can you hold it up a little bit more? Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Wonder when it... So sorry, I don't know when I lost you guys, but this is... Yeah. This is it. This is the finished piece. I'm pretty whooped. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty whooped. Oh yeah, my biggest disappointment. I have 2 big disappointments with this. 1, the chalk didn't last long enough, and 2, it's all blowing away. If you guys know of any brands of chalk that don't just become dust in the wind, let me know. And let other artists who might want to do this for their driveways know. Anyway, I hope this inspired you guys to try something similar. It's kind of a cheerful way to stay in contact with people while we're all self-contained. See you guys with another vlog and another tutorial. Bye guys! Today, in case I lost this part of the video today, I decided I wanted to do kind of a cheerful message on our driveway. And I kind of sketched it out. I'll have photos for this for you guys to look at. I kind of sketched it out and I kind of walk you through how to draw various flower shapes. And there was some footage of like my mom and my brother asking me some questions about the process, and even a little bit of a review of the Crayola washable sidewalk chalk, because frankly I found that they go way too fast. Like, I've used them all up, they're gone now, and also like they just blow away. You see all that dustiness? That's because the wind took the chalk. So I was really not impressed by also, like, just some of the colors are just not even there. Like, look at the black, right? There's supposed to be black on that bee. So, I know, like, how much do you expect from chalk, Becca? Especially a brand for children. Well, I mean, I don't know. I thought I was going to be able to get, like, 3 sidewalk illustrations out of a box of 24. And there's only 2 greens in it, which I don't understand how you only have 2 greens in a box of 24, but 3 browns in chalk. Anyway, it was hot. And I had to go in and take breaks and drink lots of water, and I wore a silly hat, and pretty much everyone who's been driving down the street has to slow down to look, and I just hope they're not looking at my booty. But it's finished, and I'm proud of the work I put in. I'm disappointed by how dusty it is because the chalk is just blowing away, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, this could be a really good activity for families who they're starting to feel maybe a little stir crazy. They want to do something together. They want to do something that might help their community, and they kind of want to, you start feeling like you're the only person in the world when you're cooped up in your house, even if you're in with your family. So this could be a good activity to just kind of help scratch that itch in a lot of different ways. You could subdivide, if you have a driveway, you could subdivide your driveway and assign a square to each kid. You could come up with an activity as an illustration as a family, and then set about executing this, because if I had help, and my brother and I are the youngest in the family, and my brother is 29, if that gives you any idea. If I'd had help, this could have been done in an hour instead of 3. So if you have help, then it's going to take way less time. Also, I probably should have done it in the morning instead of in the afternoon. So there's lots of things that I would have done differently, but I'm proud of it. It's nice. Nothing is super complicated. Nothing is super out of anybody's reach. I do have a little bit of experience with chalk art in that a friend and I competed in a chalk art competition when we were at SCAD. We did things a little bit differently because we basically crushed the chalk up and made a chalk paint and then painted it, which made it it stretched a lot further than this did because these chalk pieces went really fast. And then also did you see that? It just like dusted off in a sheet. And we got like much nicer coverage without wasting so much chalk. So if you have liquid chalk, that could definitely be a better route than Crayola sidewalk chalk. I don't know what you guys have, and I also know like they're encouraging people to please stay home. Don't go out for non-essentials, and also please don't order non-essentials, which, oh boy, that's a mixed bag right there, right? Because staying sane and not eating each other is also an essential, but I also get where they're coming from. So if you happen to have chalk laying around, this could be a great way to use it right now and share a happy message. And if you can't come up with any designs of your own, I wanted to stand in the street, but there's a big old truck coming. If you can't come up with a design of your own, feel free to use mine. So that about wraps it up. If it's very hot where you live, if you're a fellow Southeast Louisianian, I highly recommend you either do this in the morning, do this later in the afternoon, or drink plenty of water and take plenty of breaks, because oh boy, it was hot. It was like leg day because my leggies were shaking. This is going to go a lot quicker if you can divide this up and assign tasks, or divide the driveway up and everybody gets a square to decorate. And parents, you guys ought to join in the fun as well. I am no spring chicken. I'm 34, so I'm probably about the same age as some of you guys. And if I can do it, I know you guys can do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again really soon. Bye, guys.